and welcome. My name is Reena. I am a transformational life coach focusing on relationships, helping people navigate in or out of their most intimate relationships, as well as a 200-hour registered yoga teacher. I have 3 boys of my own, and I know firsthand just how crazy life can get. Yoga has been such an amazing part of my life where I am able to come back to center, come back to my body, to connect my body, mind, and spirit on the mat. And I invite you today to join me while we go through just a beginner-friendly yoga course in a vinyasa flow style with a yoga nidra afterwards. We will be on the mat together for about 20 minutes, and then the yoga nidra will be another 15 minutes or so. I think that if you would like to bring any props with you, feel free to bring a block if you know how to use one and you have one with you. If not, you don't need one. I recommend a mat or a blanket on a surface. And if you don't have one of those, that's okay too. And maybe a bolster to sit on. And for yoga nidra, you might want an eye mask or a blanket to cover up with as your body cools down. So if you need a minute, pause here, and I will be back with you to start our yoga practice for today. Since it is the full moon, we are going to focus on a little bit more of a full moon release kind of yoga, as well as the yoga nidra will be focused in that regard. So do what feels comfortable for you. This is beginner friendly, and I do hope that you enjoy it. Please listen to your body, and if something does not feel like it's something that your body wants to do, please do not force it. There is no judgment here whatsoever. This is your practice. You get to create it however you choose. With that, you can pause here if you're watching the recording, or if you need a minute to go grab everything, I will just wait for just a second. As we're waiting for you to grab your props or your mat or whatever you might need, a blanket, make sure you have some water if you'd like. Let's talk a little bit about the full moon. And in my Lunar Magic community, which I run on Facebook, but also via email, there is opportunities for you to learn how to use your rising sign or your sun sign to release during the full moon, as well as manifest during the new moon. And I have speakers coming in every month, plus oracle card deck pulls every month for the full moon. And it just is such a special community. I'd love to drop the link and have you join us. You get your own customized Lunar Magic guide that will help you to navigate the moon cycles based on your sign. So it's customized for you. And this just makes all the difference. And I would love for you to see what's in store every month. And the special thing about having the moon is that it's there every 28 days. It goes through a whole nother cycle, and every month you get a new chance to start over. And as the spring is starting this soon here, at least in Virginia on the East Coast, we are having spring next week, I believe. And it isn't going to be in the sign of Aries. And Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac. If this is something that interests you, I'll drop the link below or send it over through the shift, and you can find it in the Facebook group. That is for the Lunar Magic community. I'd love for you to join us. It's so special, and it's a really great place to start if you are looking at amplifying your manifesting or your releasing. It is such a beautiful space. So with that being said, today for yoga, we are going to start seated, okay? And whatever seated position is comfortable for you. I like to sit up on my knees. If cross-legged is good for you, then let's do that for today, okay? And we're going to set an intention for our practice today. And that could be anything from being more grounded, for finding peace. For the full moon, you could put an intention of what you'd like to release. It could be just as simple as being calm or just finding some space for you today. This can be your me time to fill your cup first. So let's take a second and think about what we'd like to do in our yoga practice today. Okay, setting the intention. We are going to leave the outside world behind for just a little bit today during our practice. So let's begin in a comfortable seated position, either cross-legged or kneeling. Go ahead and close your eyes or lower your gaze, resting your hands on your knees, just settling into your body from here now. Take a few deep breaths here, in through the belly and out through the mouth. Just noticing how the air feels going in and out of your nose and out of your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling any tension we are releasing today in this practice. Inhaling deeply and slowly, just settling in. Noticing any areas of tension that your body might be holding onto at the moment as you breathe, and giving them permission to relax, to release, to let go. And if there are any areas that just don't want to, just send them some love. Acknowledge what they're trying to tell you. Your body is a messenger. Inhaling and exhaling. And while we are breathing here, let's just visualize the moon's full, soft glow washing over you today. The moon, the full moon, is known for its cleansing properties, for recharging. Let it cleanse your spirit and release whatever no longer serves you. What are you ready to release? And whatever comes to mind, let it come without forcing it. Take one more deep breath here and exhale. And when you're ready, lift your gaze and open your eyes. And we're going to start with some neck stretches. So for right now, we're just going to tilt our head to the right side, noticing the stretch in the left side of the neck, and then coming to center. And then switching to the other side, this time feeling the stretch in the right side, and then coming to center. Let's do two more on each side, going at your own pace here. Just noticing any tension, giving it permission to release. Nice. One. And take one more deep breath here. And let's lift our chin to the sky. And then tuck it into our neck. Inhale, lift our chin. And exhale, tuck down to our chest. Let's do one more. And exhale. And come back to center. This time, let's rotate our entire neck to the right. Come to center and to the left. Dropping any resistance and tension in our shoulders as we come to rotation one more time. One more time to the right. And one more time to the left. And then coming to center. From here, we're going to lift our arms up to the sky. And exhaling, bringing them down to heart center. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling, heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, arms up, stretching your fingertips to the sky. Exhaling, heart center. We're dropping our right hand down to the mat. We're going to lift our left arm up, feeling that stretch in the left side body. And then exhaling our hand, left hand to the mat, reaching our right arm up to the sky. Exhaling to the mat. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale. Inhaling the right arm up, reaching through that side body. Exhaling. Let's do one more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling right arm up. Going gently, listening to our body. Letting go of any judgment. From here, let's just roll our shoulders. And then roll them forward. And lifting our arms up. We're going to exhale, dropping the right hand behind us and our left hand to our right knee. Just a gentle twist here. We're not going too far. We are only just warming up. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, dropping our left hand back and our right hand to our left knee. Just a gentle twist here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, twist to the right, long spine. Inhale, arms up. Let's do one more to the left. Keeping our spine nice and long here. And inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, heart center. Okay. Let's open our arms out wide. For the full moon, we like to release. And so where that comes from is our heart center. So let's open up our arms big and then round them in and give ourselves a little hug here. Just inhaling, arms open. And then exhaling, rounding down just a little, hugging ourselves. Inhaling, opening our heart. Exhaling, just a little hug here. Okay, from here, let's come up onto our knees. And we're going to come onto all fours for a cat. So what this looks like is that our knees are stacked under our hips and our wrists are under our shoulders. We are in a on all fours in the tabletop position. So from here, we're going to inhale, rounding our back up for cat as we tuck our chin to our chest. Exhaling, swooping down for cow, stretching our front belly, arching our back. Inhaling, rounding up into cat. And then exhaling for cow. We're just going to flow here for a few rounds, going at your own pace. Whatever feels good for you today. Creating that dynamic tension between your knees and your hands as you flow. Feeling the stretch in your upper back, your lower back, your mid back here. And the front of your belly, perhaps even the front of your neck. Inhale, cat, and then exhale, cat. Let's do one more here. And then let's come back to neutral, opening our knees out, sliding our hands forward on the mat, coming into child's pose. Just a gentle child's pose here and really sinking into the mat, letting the mat support you. Choosing to stack your hands under your forehead if that feels comfortable, or keeping your hands outstretched in front of you. Let's just breathe here for a moment, noticing what our body is telling us and how we're feeling. Noticing the breath, noticing our belly rising and falling if you can feel it on your legs. Just Coming in and letting whatever needs to go release on every exhale. And from here, let's come back up to all fours. We're going to move into a spinal balance here. And what that means is we are going to extend our left leg to start and our right arm out, choosing to keep our foot on the mat or lifting it up off the ground, pointing our toes downward. And then we're going to come back to all fours. Let's do the other side. Right foot out, left arm up, choosing to lift our left leg. You can even just do your arms if that's in your practice today, or you can just do the legs, whatever feels good. What we're doing here is calibrating both hemispheres of our brain, coming to center, regulating our nervous system, which allows us to release, to feel safe. And inhale on the extension, exhale on the contraction. Let's do one or two more on each side, wherever you are in your flow. And then coming back to all fours. From here, we're going to tuck our toes and we're going to push up into our first downward dog. And from here, keeping a bend in the knees if that's what's comfortable for you. There's no judgment on how far you can go. Doing whatever is comfortable for you today. We're going to pedal out the feet, just bending one leg and then the other. As we are in down dog. And from here, let's walk our hands back towards our feet, coming into a forward fold, keeping that bend in our knees. And inhaling, we're going to lift our arms all the way up to the sky and then bring them back down to heart center. From here, let's come to the middle of our mat. We're going to step our feet out wide, our toes slightly pointed. We're going to do moonflowers, and moonflowers are great for the full moon. They're also great for the new moon. But what they look like is coming into a five-pointed star here. Our feet planted firmly in the ground where you can feel all four corners of your feet here. Your fingertips are outstretched. And we're going to slowly sink back into our heels and come into a squat with our hands up at goalpost. And that's all a moonflower is. We're going to extend and then come into a squat. And go only as far as is comfortable for you today. Listening to our bodies, releasing any judgment. Dropping our shoulders back and away as we come into our squat. Sinking back into our seat. Remembering to breathe here. We are releasing what no longer serves us with every movement, giving our bodies permission to feel, to be. And coming back up to five-pointed star. We're going to take our left leg and we're going to pivot to the front here. And then we're going to take our right leg and we're going to slightly bring it up to a 45-degree angle behind us. And we're going to come up to a crescent lunge. Dropping, actually, we're going to move our right foot all the way up, heel off the ground, and then sink down into our front knee. This is called crescent lunge. Taking a deep breath here, and an exhale. Feeling the power in this stance, dropping the back heel down to the ground, back into 45 degrees. Keeping sure that our hips are straight. This is warrior one. Dropping our hands Pivoting our back foot to a 90-degree angle. Our arms out front and stretched and behind us. Taking our gaze over our middle finger of our front arm. Coming into warrior two. Dropping our back arm. Lifting our front. Reaching it, feeling that stretch in our front side body. Reaching our arm up to the sky along with our gaze. Dropping our front shoulder. Coming into reverse warrior. Let's drop our left arm down to our left thigh. Reach our right arm up to the sky. Our side angle. Just remembering to breathe. And then rotating back up to warrior two. Straightening our left knee, dropping our right hand down, and our left hand down, and our right arm comes up to the sky for triangle. Rotating back up, bending our front knee, coming into warrior two. Pivoting our back foot, and coming back up into crescent lunge, sinking down into our front knee, taking care that our front knee is rotated outward, not inward, in line with our hips. And then coming back to five-pointed star, dropping our back foot, and coming into five-pointed star. From here, let's do the other side, okay? So we're gonna switch our right foot. We're gonna pivot our right foot to the front of the mat. We're gonna pivot our left foot up off of the mat, heel off the mat, sinking down into our right leg, taking care that our right knee is not pointed inward, but in a line with our hips, pointing slightly outward. Dropping our shoulders, lifting our arms to the sky for crescent lunge. Taking a deep breath here, and then dropping our back foot 45 degrees, squaring our hips, coming into warrior one. Inhaling, rotating our back foot, opening up our chest, coming into warrior two, checking our front knee is still in alignment, gazing over our right fingers, dropping our back shoulder, feeling the power in this stance. Let's drop our left arm down and bring our right arm up to the sky for reverse warrior. Inhaling and exhaling here. And then inhaling, dropping our right arm to our right leg and bringing our left hand up to the sky. Taking our gaze to match. With our fingertips reach, feeling that stretch. And let's come back to warrior two. From here, we're going to straighten our right knee just a little bit. We're going to edge forward with our right hand and then drop down for triangle, lifting our left arm up to the sky. And remembering to breathe here. Inhaling, bending our right knee, coming back up to warrior two. Pivoting our back foot, coming back into crescent lunge as we sink into our front knee. And then inhaling, pivoting our back foot, coming back up into five-pointed star. This wide leg stance here, as we are in this space of full moon release, we're going to come up and do some sunflowers. And sunflowers are like moonflowers. They're just a little bit more of a circle. So you can call them the sun. You can imagine it being a full moon here, but we are just building a little bit of heat here. Okay, so we're going to inhale up to five-pointed star, and exhale, we're going to squat just like for moonflowers, but we're going to take our hands down to the mat, and then inhale them up. So this is a moonflower. And then this is a sunflower. And feel free to alternate between the two, whatever feels good for you today, going only as far as your body allows, choosing whichever pose is in your practice for right now. Just moving with intention, grounding our feet into the mat, sitting back into our heels, inhaling and exhaling sunflower or full moon. You can call it whichever you like today. Inhale and exhale. We are imagining that full moon pulling out any stagnant energy that we are no longer wanting to keep. We are ready at full moon. We get to release. And the release during this full moon period gives us the opportunity to make space for our manifesting in 2 weeks at the next new moon. Okay, coming back up into 5-pointed star here. We're going to step forward into mountain in the middle or the top of the mat here. And we're going to inhale our arms up and exhale, slight bend in the knees, coming down to forward fold. And from here, let's just grab our elbows and rock from side to side just a little bit. Drop our necks, let gravity help us here, release any tension in our upper back. Choosing to be still or sway from side to side. Inhale, dropping your hands to the mat. Inhaling, reverse swan diving all the way up. Arms up to the sky, coming down into heart center as we sit back into chair pose. And inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. We're going to flow this just a little bit here. Inhaling, arms up. And then exhaling, heart center, coming down into chair. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, arms up. And then exhaling. Let's do that one more time here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, forward fold, keeping that bend in the knees if we choose to for today. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling. And inhaling, coming to mountain. And mountain pose is just as powerful as any of the other poses we are doing because we are engaging. It is an active pose. Our hands are by our sides and our feet are grounded, rooted into the mat underneath us. We are supported. Let's take a deep breath here as we feel that energetic stance, keeping us solid, keeping us safe, keeping us grounded. Inhaling, dropping our shoulders, giving everything permission to just be. Just gonna be right now in this moment. When you're ready, let's inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat and stepping one foot back and then the other, coming into another downward dog. Keeping that bend in the knees for downward dog if that's in your practice today. Again, there is no judgment, and if child's pose feels more comfortable, choosing that for yourself today too. Dropping our knees down to the mat, taking a slightly wide stance as we sit back into child's pose. Choosing to stack our hands under our forehead. And just breathe. Inhale, noticing the rise and fall of your breath. And exhale. And inhale, going at your own pace here. And when you're ready, let's come up to all fours and we're going to come back to a seated position. As seated, we are going to come into staff pose here with our legs outstretched in front of us. Feel free to move your tush out of the way on either side so your sits bones can find the mat. We're going to sit up nice and tall here. And inhale our arms up to the sky, and then exhale, keeping a slight bend in the knees, just coming down into a forward fold, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, going gently and only as far as our body allows for today. Inhale, remembering to breathe, long spine. And exhale, coming back up into staff pose here. From here, we're going to do a seated twist. So we are going to take our right knee and bend it. We're going to cross it over our left. We're going to inhale up to the sky, drop our left hand behind us, and our right hand finds our right knee. We're going to sit up nice and tall and just a gentle twist here. A seated twist. Maybe with every inhale and every exhale, you twist just a little farther, going only as far as comfortable for today. Inhale and exhale. And inhaling, arms up, coming back to center, untwisting, straightening out our left leg, our right leg, bending our left knee, crossing it over our right. Inhaling, long spine, and then twisting to the right, dropping our right hand behind us and our left hand on the inside of our left knee. Keeping our spine straight here, remembering to breathe. Just gentle twist. Twisting out all of the things that are stuck. Loosening anything that is ready to release this full moon. And when you're ready, inhaling, arms up, coming back to center, untwisting, straightening out our left leg, and bringing our hands back to our knees. From here, we're going to come back down onto our mat. We're going to lay down onto our backs. Go ahead and bend your right knee, and as you roll your spine down to the mat, you can lift your leg to guide you. And from here, let's find our space on the mat as we do a few last movements before we go into our Yoga Nidra. And from here, let's windshield wiper our knees to the left, and come back to center, and then to the right. Inhaling and exhaling. Releasing whatever is in our lower back. And then coming back to center, placing our hands flat on the mat and our feet grounded into the earth. We're going to inhale and gently lift our belly button up to the sky for bridge pose as we roll our spine. Imagine that there's a string from the ceiling attached to your belly button, pulling your navel up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to slowly roll our back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, ground our feet into the mat, palms onto the mat. And inhale, lifting our spine, lifting our belly button up to the sky. And exhale all the way down. Let's windshield wiper our knees one last time, a couple times to either side, as we prepare for final relaxation in Yoga Nidra, also known as Shavasana, but with a Yoga Nidra twist. In Yoga Nidra is the union of consciousness and yoga. It is called yogic sleep. Feel free to grab your blanket or your eye pillow or do any last movements that feel good for you. Take a sip of water and then relax back down into the mat. Choosing to use a bolster under your knees if that's comfortable for you. Whatever final relaxation pose feels good for you. I'm going to sit up so that I can guide you in this Yoga Nidra. And as I was saying, Yoga Nidra is yogic sleep. And they say that one Yoga Nidra is equal to 4 hours of actual sleep because it takes your brain into the brain state that is conducive to rest and relaxation. And so I invite you to get comfortable here. I'll wait just a few moments for you to grab some water and a blanket and a bolster, whatever you need to feel comfortable for today. And then find a comfortable position lying down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in as we begin our Yoga Nidra. Let your body sink into stillness, fully supported by the surface beneath you. And as you settle into this stillness, begin to bring awareness to your heart center. This heart center is responsible for allowing the release of whatever no longer serves you. Imagine a soft, silvery light glowing within you, mirroring the luminous energy of this full moon. A full moon is a time of release, a sacred opportunity to let go of old stories, negative patterns, or anything that no longer serves your highest good. Ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What limiting belief, fear, or old wound is no longer aligned with who I am becoming? Now let's set your sankalpa, or intention. And this intention is a powerful one for letting go during the full moon. You may phrase it as a simple present tense statement. I release all that holds me back. I let go of fear and step into trust. I release old patterns and welcome transformation. I am free, clear, and open to new possibilities. Choose any one or all of those intentions. Allowing it to sink deeper into your subconscious. Repeating your intention at least 3 times, feeling the truth in it become part of who you are. Now let's shift your awareness through your body, bringing a deep sense of relaxation as we do a slight body scan, starting on the right side, bringing awareness of your right hand, the right thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, ring finger, your pinky, the palm of your hand, your right wrist, forearm, elbow, your upper arm, and your shoulder, your whole right arm together, the right side of your chest, your waist, your hip, your right thigh, your right knee, your right shin and ankle, the top of the right foot, the sole of your foot, and all 5 toes, your whole right leg together, your whole right side together. Now let's bring awareness to your left side, to your left hand, your left thumb, index finger, your middle finger, the ring finger, your pinky, the palm of your hand, your left wrist, forearm, your elbow, and your upper arm, your left shoulder, the whole left arm together, the left side of your chest, your waist, your left hip, your left thigh, your left knee, your shin, your left ankle, the top of your left foot, and the sole of your foot, all 5 toes, your whole left leg together, your whole left side together. Bring your awareness to the back of the body, feeling the weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you, the back of your head, your neck, both shoulders together, your upper back, your middle back, lower back, and both hips together, the back of the legs, and both heels together, the whole back of the body together. And moving your awareness to the front of the body, to your forehead, your eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, eyes, your cheeks, your lips, your jaw, the front of your throat, the front of your chest, your whole chest together, your belly, the tops of your legs, the whole front of the body together. Now feel your whole body deeply relaxed, open, and receptive to release. Your whole body all together. Now shift your attention to your breath. Simply observe the natural rhythm of your inhale and your exhale without changing anything. There is no judgment, only noticing. Feel the soft expansion and contraction like ocean waves moving through you as you inhale and exhale. With each inhale, imagine drawing in a cool silvery moonlight, cleansing your entire being. With each exhale, imagine releasing dense energy, old stories, and emotional baggage into the earth. and surrender where they will dissolve and be transmuted back into love, giving your whole body permission to release into the earth. And begin to count your breath backwards from 10 to 1. Inhale, 10. Exhale. Inhale, 9. Exhale. Inhale, 8. Exhale. Inhale, 7. Exhale. Inhale, 6. Exhale. Sinking even deeper into peace and surrender. Inhale, 5. Exhale. Inhale, 4. And then exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. And exhale. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Allowing your entire body to sink into deep peace and surrender. Letting your body come back to a natural rhythm. Inhale and exhale. And shifting the awareness to the space between your eyebrows, to your third eye, to the center of your intuition. Imagine yourself standing in sacred space under the glow of the full moon. Imagine a quiet beach with moonlight dancing on the waves. Maybe it's a mystical forest clearing. Maybe it's the top of a mountain that is expansive. Whatever you choose here, this is the place. This is the place of transformation and release. Under the moonlight, the basking glow, as it showers you with love and energy. Feel the moonlight streaming down upon you, illuminating everything within. It gently reveals any burdens or fears, negative patterns that have been lingering in your energy that no longer belong. As you inhale and exhale. Now in front of you, you see a fire that begins to glow, its flames dancing in the moonlight. This is the fire of purification. It's ready to release whatever you're ready to release. It's ready to receive whatever you are ready to release. What are you ready to let go of? A fear, a limiting belief, a toxic pattern. Form this energy into words or symbols as you picture it in your mind's eye, forming into something tangible in your hands. And with a deep intention here, throw that into the fire. Throw whatever you are ready to release into the fire. Watch it dissolve into smoke, rising into the night sky, going back to the earth so that it may be transmuted into love. You get to no longer carry this with you, knowing that this is a choice. Feeling the weight lifting off your shoulders, You take a deep exhale, a sigh of relief. And under that full moonlight, a deep sense of freedom and lightness and clarity washes over you in that moon. Imagine this full moon sending down a soft and silver white light, filling the space where those old energies once lived. And that white light of peace and gratitude, renewal and expansion as it fills your body with this silver white light. Feeling into all of that gratitude for what you are able to accomplish, for what you no longer want to choose to carry forward. You are now clear and open and aligned with your highest path more than ever before. As you breathe in this energy, take a few moments to fully absorb the white, full silvery moon, the energy of cleansing, of release, that you are whole just as you are. You are love just as you are. And slowly allow the vision to soften, knowing the work has been done. What you chose to release is gone. You are free. You are light. You are open to all the new blessings that are coming your way. You inhale and exhale. Basking in the glow, basking in the love. Gently bring awareness back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing your awareness back to your intention. Repeating your sankalpa one final time. The intention. I release all that holds me back. I let go of fear and step into trust. I release old patterns and welcome transformation. I am free, clear, and open to new possibilities. Now shifting your awareness back to your physical body, feeling the surface beneath you, feeling the air on your skin, gently wiggling your fingers and toes, awakening your body, taking a deep, nourishing breath in, and slowly exhale. Begin to softly stretch, moving in any way that feels good for you. Your body returns to the present moment, lighter than before. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes, carrying this sense of release and peace and renewal with you during this full moon. And when you're ready, coming up to a seated position, dropping your shoulders. And we're going to do one final inhale and exhale flow here. Inhaling our arms up to the sky in gratitude. And then exhaling them back down to heart center. Inhaling all of that good energy, that full moonlight, Exhaling down to heart center. One more time. Inhaling here. And exhale, closing your eyes, bowing your head with gratitude. Thank you for joining me today and allowing me to guide you through this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you found it helpful and that this full moon energy prepares you for all of the new moons that are to come. If you would like to join me, follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, or join my email list. I have things like this all the time, and I would love to have you in my world. If you're interested in joining Lunar Magic, where we focus more on these full moon and new moon releases and manifestations, there's so much good stuff included in that. So please click the link, reach out with any questions, email me, DM me, and thank you again for joining me.